When you start to make a change in your life, there are two conversations that are going to happen. There's going to be the conversation that you have with yourself, and then there's going to be the conversation that other people have. And it all stems from one theme, which is what will people think? What will people think? So the first is the conversation that you have with yourself. When you start to make a change, whether it is through weight loss, right? Maybe you're watching what you eat, maybe you're going to the gym more, whatever the case may be. And then you start to socialize with your friends, right? What'll happen is when you say no to the cookie, the dessert, when you can't have certain things because you're trying to stick to a diet and exercise plan, the conversation that's going to go on in your mind is, well, what are they going to think, right? Are they going to be insulted that I can't eat this oil-filled biryani at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Are they going to be insulted that I can't have some Somali tea with 6 spoons of sugar in it? Are they going to be insulted that that's going to go on in your mind, right? If you're trying to make a financial change, that same conversation is going to happen. You know, the people you used to socialize with. Maybe you're not going out to eat as much. You know, maybe you're not going ahead and spending $200-300 on a kid's birthday party. Maybe you're not buying the latest furniture because you're looking to get to a point where you're financially free. And oftentimes, for the grand majority of us, that requires some level of sacrifice, right? And so once again, that conversation in your head is going to be, what will people think, right? When I'm saying no to going out to dinner, when I'm saying no to whatever this event is, right? Because I am trying to make these changes in my life. Then there's going to be the conversation that other people have. And it's, again, what will they think? Let me tell you something. For the most part, they don't care. They will not think anything, right? And even if they do, it will be for like a split second before they're back to worrying about themselves. Now, in some cases, you will get the occasional person who makes certain comments. They'll make certain comments, but they're not directed at you. Keep that in mind. They're directed at themselves because they're seeing you make a change, adding some discipline and some focus into your life. And these comments are things that are going to unravel you. And they may even sound like advice or wisdom or whatever the case may be, right? So you're going to get a comment like, okay, maybe all you're doing is saving $50 a month and putting that in your TFSA, an investment, right? And in the grand scheme of things, $50 isn't all that much, right? So you might get a comment from someone like, well, just forget about $50 this month. What difference is $50 going to make? Right? What difference is $100 going to make? And in the grand scheme of things, missing $50 this month is probably not going to make a big difference. $100 next month probably isn't going to be the end of the world. But if you miss month after month, year after year, we're talking about differences of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Eating a piece of cake today, going over your calories today, skipping a workout today probably isn't going to make a huge difference. But day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, that's going to be the difference between you being 225 pounds, that's where I started, and 190 pounds, right? Or wherever you're at, right? So that person saying, oh, well, like what's a piece of cake today, right? What are some chips? What is it? Nothing. Today it's nothing, right? But if that's something you're doing every day, which is, I'll get to this in a second, which is why like oftentimes I don't go see clients at their house anymore, just because I know whenever I'm there, mashallah, I love our community for this, is like they want to give you snacks and tea and water and all these things, but most of the snacks, lots of carbs, lots of fat, it's just extra calories, right? Lots of sugar. It's delicious. And I know me, and for the most part, I can't say no when someone puts that stuff in front of me, right? So, let's meet online. Let's go to Tim Hortons. Come to my office. all those things. So the whole point is when we start to make a change in our lives, right? Again, whether it's our fitness or our finances, those are the two things I feel like I'm semi-qualified to talk about. But if it's other things like our parenting or whatever it is we're doing, first of all, one of the first things that's going to almost pull us away from what we're trying to achieve is this thought in the back of our mind, what are people going to think? And for the most part, I'm here to tell you, they won't. Most of them will not think about you. And even if they do, it won't be for very long. Every once in a while, you will get that comment from somebody, oh, like, just what if you skip your workout today and come do this thing with me, right? Oh, just, you know what, skip the $50 this month, let's go out and eat, right? Skip the whatever it is, and let's go do this instead, right? What difference is $50 going to make? And it's not going to make a huge difference that one time, right? But remember why you set out to achieve what you set out to achieve. Because over time, if you keep saying yes to the things that are going to derail your goals, then that small thing is going to turn into a big thing, right? So I'm just here to encourage you, although, not saving that $50 will be relatively insignificant that one time, over time it adds up, right? Going off your diet today because this is a friend's party, and we all do it, right? We all do it. Kid's birthday party, a weekend event with friends. We all cheat on the diet, and we all overspend. It's common, right? But just remember, if that becomes a regular thing, that will be the difference between achieving your financial goals and not, getting healthy and not, skipping your workout and not, being a better parent and not, having a better life and not. So just keep that in mind. Hope this helps. Assalamu alaikum.